Hey my glam girls, it's GlamGirlChelsea, and today we are going to be reviewing my first ever Viseart palette. I don't know why I say ever like that. So I have here the Viseart Spritz Edit Palette, and I'm so excited to, number one, own a Viseart palette finally. And then to try this one, because when I saw this, I was like, this is the color scheme that I love in my palette, especially for the upcoming spring and summer months. So before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. If this is your first time here, I'd love for you to stick around and subscribe to my channel and join our family over here. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for constantly coming back and supporting my channel with all of your likes and with all of your comments. It really does mean a lot to me. So let's get into this video. So this palette can be purchased off of Beautylish or the Viseart website. I did purchase mine off of Beautylish. It does retail for $39. It comes with 12 shades. And this is such a little thing, like it literally can fit in the palm of my hand. And for some reason, I thought this was going to be bigger, but this is a little thing. But from what I've heard, it might be small, but it packs a big punch. So let's see. Based on how this is described at Beautylish, this is a toast to togetherness with the Viseart Spritz Edit eyeshadow palette. It's inspired by the legendary Spritz cocktail. Maybe we should be drinking a cocktail as we do this. Here's a shaken, not stirred selection of 12 gorgeously glowing shades ranging in matte and metallic finishes. Hold fast to your summertime dreams with warm corals and browns reminiscent of melting apricot sunsets. Viseart's signature powder formula features a buttery feel, superior blendability, and triple milled pigment for a long-lasting color payoff. So I'll insert swatches of all of the shades here so that you can take a look at them on my arm. And each pan has 0.42 ounces of product, which is so interesting because it doesn't look like we're getting that much product because the pan sizes are so small, but I am glad to know that we're getting a good amount of product within each pan and that they've just really condensed the actual packaging so that we don't have a lot of wasted packaging, which I can appreciate. It does come with a mirror right here, and this is a pretty decent sized mirror. I could definitely do my makeup within this mirror, so that's nice. Okay, so let's bring us all in so we can do these 3 looks with this palette. I'm sorry if my lighting keeps kind of fading and going in and out. The sun is going in and out, and even though I have ring lights, the sun going in and out still affects what it looks like on your end. So I just want to put that out there because I've noticed that in my own videos, and I'm like, I hope they understand that it's the sun and it's not just the video. I'm gonna prime my lids with the ABH primer. And if you're interested in the foundation that I am wearing today, I will of course link it down below, but I'm also doing a review of this foundation. This is the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude foundation that will be up tomorrow. So you can definitely check out that video there. I wanna do an eye look literally with the shades in each row. So I wanna do the 3 eye looks, one with this row, one with this row, and one with this row. Now with the middle row, I will say I probably will need to borrow some of the matte shades in the other 2 rows because this is just a shade, this is just a row full of shimmer, but I'm gonna concentrate that second look on the middle row. So we're gonna start off with this row right here, and let's go in with this shade right here. And going in with my Sonia G Blender Pro Brush, we're going to start blending this and transitioning this eye look. Then I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm using my Rephr 13 brush, and I'm going to pack this very nicely into my crease because I really want to define the crease with this particular shade. So then I'm going to go in with that same shade and that same brown shade that we've been working with, and now I'm just going to bring it right here on the lower lash line and connect it in a V to the upper lash line. Kind of wing it out as well. And then going in with this shimmer shade right here And my Builder Pro brush, we are going to pack this onto the lid. Going back in with the Refer 13 brush and going back in with that dark brown shade and just wanting to further define the crease and also blend out the edge of this eye look with that deeper shade. Okay, going back in with the same brown shade and the Refer 13 brush and blending that along the lower lash line. And with this lighter shade right here, I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. And then taking that shimmer shade right here and adding it to the inner corner and then the inner portion of my lower lash line. Okay, first look is done. And moving on to the next eye. So remember, we're going in with this middle row right here. Okay, so for the second look, we're going to start out with this brown shade here. And we're going to use that to transition this color for this look. Then let's go in with this coral shade right here. And let's add this to the lid. And I'm using a Worker Pro brush to do this. Then we're gonna go in with this gold shade right here, and we're gonna add this to the outer portion of the eye. So I wasn't getting the pigment that I wanted from the brushes, so I'm going in with my finger, and that is definitely giving me more pigment with these shimmer shades. Going back in with that brown shade and my Refer 13 brush, we're just going to further define the crease here. So I'm going to go in with this matte shade right here, this coral matte shade, and we're going to use that with the Refer 13 brush on the lower lash line. Then going in with this gold shimmer shade, it's like bronzy gold. I'm going to add this to the middle lower lash line. And then going in with this shade right here for the inner corner highlight. And then going with this color right here for my brow bone highlight. Okay, so here are both eye looks, and I did turn down my lighting just so that we can get a better look at what the eye looks look like. I didn't finish off my face because I'm gonna go in with a third eye look, so I put on a little bit of concealer, but I didn't do like blush, bronzer, and stuff. We'll do that with the last look. But I really like how both of these eye looks turned out. So this eye look over here, we're giving more of like everyday, work appropriate looks, simple eye looks, but I really like how this eye look really turned out. The mattes blended really beautifully. These shimmers needed no extra help, especially this one on the lid here. Excuse a little bit of mascara I have there. We'll clean that up a little later. But I didn't have to spray my brush with any type of setting spray for this shimmer to pop like it is. It's just beautiful. And then over here, we have this more kind of like fun spring, summer type of eye look. And with the coral shade and the gold shade, I did end up using my finger to apply these shades because I felt like the brush wasn't giving me enough pigmentation. And I could definitely tell that the formula of these two shimmers definitely different than this one, because this one I could use my brush and the payoff was fine. But once I used my finger, I felt like I got pretty good pigmentation from it. This inner corner color definitely didn't need any type of additional help. It had immediate payoff with my brush. And so I really, really liked that as well. So I like both looks. I think both looks can go for whatever look you're trying to go for. So let's go on to this third look and then we'll finish off this video. Okay, so we're going in with the last look and my eyes are already primed. So remember, we're gonna go in with this row right here. So let's start off with this coral shade right here. And I'm going in with my Blender Pro brush. Then I'm gonna go in with this shade right here with my Builder Pro brush. And let's go ahead and let's put this on. Going in with the same brush, and I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade right here and place that in the inner portion of the eye. Kind of bring it up to about the middle area of the eye. Going in with this color right here, taking my Refer 13 brush, and we're going to place that on the lower lash line and concentrating that color on the outer edge of the eye. Going back in with that coral shade and same brush, and we're going to blend out the lower lash line. Blend out that burgundy shade so it doesn't look as stark. Then I'm gonna go back in with this shade up here, using that for my brow bone highlight. And then lastly, taking this shimmer shade right here and putting it into the inner corner of my eye and along the lower lash line. And this is kind of cheating because I'm not supposed to be using really any other colors from the other ones, but from the other rows, but I really do want to just put this shimmer shade right here in my inner corner. I mean, I already used the shade from my brow bone highlight. So yes, this is giving me what I want. Okay, so here's the finished look, and this is the third eye look, and I think, I'm coming a little closer, I think this eye look looks so pretty. I'm actually kind of shocked because when I initially looked at this palette, I didn't think like dark and vampy looks could be created with this palette. And I'm looking at the eye look now and I'm like, this came out a little more vampy than I imagined it to, but I like it. And so final thoughts is I'm very, very happy with this palette. For it being my first Viseart palette, I'm very impressed. The matte shadows really did blend exceptionally. And I'm now even more intrigued with wanting to try their Better Matte formula, because from what I've heard, the matte formula in the larger palettes, the ones that I think are like $88, are just impeccable. And I'm like, these were excellent. So I can't imagine them being even better. The shimmers, like I talked about before, so let's talk about the shimmers that I use. These two shimmers right here for this last look, I didn't feel like I needed to wet my brush or use my finger to get the intensity that I wanted. So I would say these two shimmers right here, this coral one and this gold one over here, they needed a little bit more help, and I don't know if that's, and I'm thinking it's probably just because of the formula of them. To me, the brush that I was using, and I actually switched a couple of brushes, I just didn't put it in the video. I used two different brushes and I still wasn't getting the pigment that I wanted. So for those two shades, using my finger worked best. But for all of the other shimmer shades, I was very much able to use my brush, get the pigment that I wanted. The mattes, I didn't have to fuss with them at all. Like, they were just right there, gave me color. They were beautiful. This burgundy color right here on my lower lash line, I was like, whoa, buddy. Because when it came out the gate, like, we're here and we're gonna be visible. But I really enjoyed this palette. I'm very excited to pick up more palettes from this brand because number one, I love how tiny it is. Like at first, like I said, it kind of threw me off. I was like, this is smaller than what I imagined. But like, this is so perfect for travel. Very thin, very compact. And so I feel like I'm getting a really good bang for my buck in terms of I'm getting a good amount of product in the pans, but then I'm also getting a good amount of shades. And if I need to travel with these, I could take, you know, a few of these and get a range of looks, but not have to take up a whole bunch of space when traveling. So I'm really liking like the versatility of these. Now, in terms of the shades, I do wish there was like a deeper brown matte color. So we have this matte color that's in the brown family. We have this brown color that is more shimmer-like, so it's the color that you see right here. And then we have this burgundy one, which I do think works well to give me the like darker brown illusion that I would want to go for my outer edge of the eye. But I love me like a dark brown matte color. So if I had to change anything about this palette, that would be the one thing that I would add to it. But like I said, because of this burgundy shade being in the palette, I'm okay because I do have something to darken up my outer crease if I want to give me more of like that darker look. And then also this brown shade here with that first eye look that I did, I think this worked well to give me some depth for my skin tone. Now, if you are of a deeper complexion, I think the burgundy shade would work best for that, but that would probably be the only color you could use in terms of a matte deep color to darken up the outer edge. But all in all, I think this is a really cute palette. I love the color scheme for spring because we are in spring and then the upcoming summer months. And I'm really excited to have it. So I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that you enjoyed the 3 eye looks and you were able to see kind of the versatility of the palette. I'm definitely looking forward to using this palette more. And now I'm interested in really getting the Paris Edit palette. That was on my Sephora wish list and I haven't picked it up yet because I saw this one and I was like, ooh, I want this one over that one. But now I'm really interested in the Paris Edit palette. So I'll let you guys know if I do pick that one up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If there are any questions that you have left that I didn't answer within this video, definitely leave them in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye guys.